Hi, my name is Barbara Saina May, and I'm the founder of Each Element. Today we are covering the Earth dominant royalty herself, Keke Palmer.
Speaking of which, I feel like another element that actually they tend to be very good at being self-assured in a different way, earth signs. We want to
Mhm.
talk about earth signs. I feel like earth signs are self-assured, not in such a loud way like fire signs, but
Yeah.
it's a very like Tauruses are very they have very strong awareness around, okay, yes, I feel confident in myself because they need that to like build and grow, if that makes sense. Earth signs are more on the like practical, the grounded, right? They like to build.
I'm obsessed with Earth people. They're my some of my favorite people are Earth people. And I don't know if it's because I'm water dominant and I'm like, I can't, I need that groundedness, but they are some of the best people around because they will get you together.
They're
They
gonna
like
get it
a
done.
list. You don't have to worry if they're gonna show up or not. You know they're gonna show up. You know
Mm,
they're gonna come and it's gonna be done, to the best of their ability. They're gonna give you
mm,
30%.
yeah.
You just don't have to worry. And they want to know how much is this gonna cost? Where are we meeting up? I want to see results. They're so
Yeah.
like, just like together. And I'm like,
Yes.
so into it.
Yes, it's so true. It's so true. I say all the time, my Capricorn energy holds me down. If I didn't have my Capricorn girl, I'd be out in the streets for real. For real.
I hear you about that. It's my Taurus moon that keeps me kind of grounded because
Yes, I kind of feel bad for people who don't have like her, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, oh my goodness, because that earth just like it just it grounds you and it gives you something. It's all about like structure for earth signs, right? Creating results. It's almost a supportive energy too, which what's it's like what makes them so reliable because they're like, we need this structure to support us unless we're like flying off the rails. And so yeah, our Earth girl, Keke Palmer,
yeah.
she's a Virgo and she's such an astrology girly.
She is. I love that
Yeah.
she's into astrology too, just because like she knows her stuff. I think she's a Sagittarius moon. I think
That
that
is,
makes her so funny. It's that like first of all, Virgos, let's just discuss this.
yeah.
Virgos in general are some of the funniest people. And I
Yes.
don't know if it's because they're so hyper focused on details and
Yes.
there's, for humor, for something to be funny, there has to be some truth to it. So there's always just like this like element of like they can see the like peculiar things and like they point.
Hmm.
So humor, I think, is
That's so
associated with
interesting.
her. I'm gonna associate humor with
That's
her.
so good because I don't feel like most people do that. Like earth signs can get a bad rap for being like too
Mm,
serious or boring. And
yeah.
that's such a good point because Virgos are amazing storytellers because they're Mercury ruled. And like you said, very focused on like the details and precision. It's so funny the other day my boyfriend and I we were shopping for his suit for my brother's wedding, whatever. And the guy helping us was just so funny. Like he was super helpful, which a Virgo will always be super, super helpful. He was grabbing like 50 pieces, mixing them together. Like he had us together. He had us on our toes, right? But the whole time he's like telling stories and everything. And I was like, what is your sign? Like you give me Gemini energy. He's like, oh no, girl, I am a Virgo. And I was like, oh, because it's so that Mercury energy, it does give them some wit a little bit, which is awesome. And I do love Virgos. Like you said, you can rely on a Virgo to get the job done. Like
Yeah.
they are not going to leave you hanging
No.
and they want everybody to keep up with them.
No.
They like set the standard, which is
Yeah,
really
they
nice.
make really great leaders. Like this is like at their best, highest self. Really great leaders.
Mm,
They're open to everyone's perspective. This
mm.
at their best, okay?
At their best.
They're open to perspectives, but if we're dealing with, how do I put this delicately? If we're dealing with somebody who has a bit of trauma, it could turn into a bit of controlling. There's
Mm, ooh,
something to do
mhm.
with earth energy in general, where control is a thing. And I think that
Mm.
that goes back to feeling safe. It's like the Taurus thing, right? Taurus needs to feel safe. All the
Oh,
earth.
right.
But let's think about like where we're at. We're on Earth and we need money, we need resources, we need safety, we need structure. It's like, okay, no, like
Mm.
needing to control
Yes.
is kind of
That's such a good point. Yeah. I remember like years ago when I was, first getting deep into this stuff, like finding out Virgo was a mutable sign. I was like, but how? Because I grew up
you're
with this
like,
super fucking controlling Virgo. So I was like, that doesn't make sense. But then it's like, no, they're willing to make changes to achieve that desired standard or effect or perfection. So they need that flexibility. And also they want to do it to other people, right? And that's where you're saying that's where they can go wrong. They can become really controlling. But what I've recently learned about Virgos, well, I actually read this whole article that really like enlightened me about Virgos, but they are healers. They are
yeah,
incredible healers because they represent purity, right? Like the Virgin Maiden. And so that's also why, like, when they see that something needs fixing, like, they're not gonna hold back because it's like, this needs to be fixed. And so Virgos are incredibly perceptive. And, you know, my partner, he's a Virgo moon, and it took me a little bit. I was super resistant to like having someone like, like help me, like heal me, because I'm so used to, being on the other end. But once you kind of like surrender to like a Virgo's, I don't want to say their will, but their help. It is amazing. You're like, I didn't even know I need that. Like Virgos see things that other people can't, and they'll help you where you don't even know you need the help, which is so nice about a Virgo.
that is
Yeah.
so true. Taylor, our editor for this group,
Uh-huh.
she's a Virgo moon, and when I tell
Mm,
you, she just notices things that I'm big picture. I don't see
me neither.
necessarily the little but she will point out like, oh, don't you need to do this step before that other thing? And it's like, yeah, you're right. So,
Yeah,
so appreciate that about Virgo energy. And I think Earth in general, like Taurus,
right.
Capricorn as well. Capricorn for that's one of my favorite signs.
Really? I feel like Capricorns get
Like,
such a bad rap.
listen, everybody has their negative and their positive, right? But I feel
Yeah.
like when you're dealing with a Capricorn that's at their best, like that's a gift. That's level 3 Earth. If we're
Ooh, okay.
okay, it's like the manager, the boss. It's the top. It's the general. Okay, it's the head boss. So I think
Mm,
when you're dealing with Earth people, like you have to have a level of just like I think awareness of where they're coming from because they're not
mm,
necessarily trying to be controlling. I think it's
right.
like they're trying to improve. It's the
Mm,
builder, it's the improvements. I
mm,
want this to be efficient. They want
mm.
useful. So I think it's like
That's so nice.
it's how I see them and I'm like
That's a beautiful way
I
to
offer a
say.
lot of grace in that.
That's so good. I think to your point about like safety is a big like concern for the earth. And with Taurus, one thing I love about a Taurus, I have a lot of friends with like Taurus moons, Taurus rising, and what I've noticed, they are my favorite people to like stay at home, watch a movie, cook good food, and just fucking relax. Like I'm just trying to chill and like that comfort of a Taurus, like Taurus are reliable because of their comfort. It's such a like soothing energy to be around Taurus placements. And yeah, I always say Taurus placements love good food, good sex, good music because it's all about the senses and it's Venus ruled. And so we're about to just hang out and enjoy each other and touch on each other and just like eat good food and just like enjoy life. And
Exactly.
so I love a Taurus for that too. And Taurus also do like to build, they do like stability. What I love really though is they're all about like, and this really goes for all of the earth signs. It's about like long term. Like, where are we really going? You know, Capricorn is really thinking about the future, being Saturn ruled. Taurus is also like long term stability, long term security. And
Mhm.
Virgo is like making those changes so that we're good, like in the future. And that's what's so nice about the earth signs.
Loren, I am so grateful to you for agreeing to work with me on
Aw.
each element journey. Um,
Aw.
we had the best time, or at least I did. I'll speak for myself. I
I
had
did too, girl. Yes.
selecting these items for each of the elements, and yeah, if people want to learn more about what we did, they can actually go to thisiseachelement.com and find out their dominant element, take
Mhm.
our assessment there, and check out our care packages.
Yeah, and the care packages are so amazing, y'all. I feel so honored to work with this incredible brand. Okay. I can't tell y'all how many people have been in my DM or just sending me messages like, wait, this idea is genius. And like, I know. But wait till you actually open the boxes. Like, they are so intentional. They're so just like juicy and loving. And Barbara really did her thing. She did her
Oh,
thing. She did her thing. At least take the quiz because the quiz is super enlightening because I think we tend to like it's just natural human instinct to kind of associate ourselves with like one of our signs, the one that we love.
yeah.
But then when you take the quiz, you really tap into like your multidimensionality and you really see, okay, I'm a little like heavier in this area or I might need help in this area. And so the quiz is really awesome. So at least just start there just to get some like inspiration and see how it feels. And if you do see a box that you feel more drawn to, then follow your gut, follow your intuition,
Mhm.
but at least start with the quiz and see what happens. And let us know and post your box and
Yes.
tag us so we can see y'all with your boxes. Okay. Let us know. But we're so excited for everyone to try. And I cannot thank each element enough for just having me on this beautiful, beautiful project. And it truly is just the beginning of each element, you guys. I have a feeling it's only up from here. It really is.
Thank you from your mouth to universe ears.
Yes, universe.
Yes.